Well, good morning, everyone. The gate is locked, and I have to go get a truck that's in the back and move a trailer that a driver left out here on the road, and we can't have that. So let's get this gate opened. And I gotta find the friggin' key. Sure enough. And of course the key's on my key ring in my truck. Eric likes to drive these trucks with the seat all the way down, like a lowrider, like the steering wheel's way up here, you gotta reach way up here. That's the opposite of me. I like the seat up high so I can see better. I'm not a lowrider, I guess. This is a nice truck. I like this one even, well, I can't say that. I was gonna say I like it better than the Swede, but I just got in and turned it on. I can't say that yet. And it's throwing a code. Dang, I hate codes. That's one part of trucking that I just can't stand, is fault codes. It's part of trucking, as much of a part of trucking as truck stops and trucks and tires and shippers and receivers, but I hate codes. All right, we got it in here, even with a dirt pile in here. The driver that put this trailer here should be shot, in my opinion. I mean, there was 100 parking places, but he put this trailer right in front of this dirt. I never understand what other drivers do. Never. Never in a million years. Now let's see if we can get this trailer out of here. Alright, we barely cleared the dirt pile and the fence. But we made it. Now we gotta hide it back here. Or put it back, put this trailer back here somewhere. Alright, we got it moved around the back. I'm going to leave it hooked up here. I'll disconnect later when it's light outside. I'm going to go back home now. So we'll come back and disconnect this and put this red truck back up there where it belongs. Okay, let's get out of here. Back in the Ram here. And we got to lock up this gate. All right, the gate is secure. And we're out of here. All right, the red truck's still there. We're gonna move it, disconnect it. All right. She looks all right. We're just gonna disconnect this and take the tractor back up there and put it where we got it this morning. The driver who owns this truck, he was asleep at a truck stop in Palm Springs, and a flatbed rammed right into him, did all this damage. So one of the things that my job is discussing this with the insurance company and convincing them to pay the whole amount of what it's going to cost. Of course, they want to pay as little as possible, but we want them to pay what it's really going to cost to get this truck up and running again so the driver can have it back. Anyway, let's disconnect. That's a side story.
My name is GB, I'm from the Netherlands, and when I'm not trucking myself, I'm watching Indiana Jack, Adventures in Trucking.
Okay, well, we just don't think that the officer looked good enough because there are no truck stops between Huntington Park and Ontario. What was he looking at though? I've driven there for 35 years and I know there's no place to park a truck between Huntington Park, California and Ontario, unless you know of like a place at a Home Depot or something. Okay, you guys, all right. Okay, bye. I just got off the phone with the Oregon State Police. One of our drivers got a violation from driving, because he got off duty in Huntington Park. And in Huntington Park, California, for those of you who are familiar with truck driving, there's no place to park in Huntington Park. It's downtown Los Angeles, almost. And he was ending his day there. He had no place to go. And where all truck drivers go, most of them, they go to Ontario. Well, our driver got a violation in Oregon because of something he had done a week before, and that was he had driven on personal conveyance from Huntington Park to Ontario. That is exactly what I would have done as a driver. There's no place to park. He didn't have a load. He was going to the closest safe haven. The Oregon State Police, which we had DataQ'd that, and for those, if you don't know what DataQing is a truck driver who can prove what he did if he was right, and if we agree, me being safety, if we want to challenge that with the DOT, we send in this form and protest it, and it's called DataQ. They either will accept it or they won't. Well, they rejected our DataQ and said, no, he's guilty. So my challenge to you as a truck driver or anyone, find me a truck stop between Huntington Park, California, actually I'll show you, between Huntington Park, California and Ontario. So all I did in Google was typed in truck stop, and I looked here, and here's Huntington Park right here, downtown LA, Huntington Park. That is not a real truck stop, it's just like a fueling stop. I mean, there's no room to park there, nor is that one. It says truck stop, but it's not really a truck stop. And we go all the way out here. There's no place for a truck to stop all the way to Ontario. And that's where trucks go. I mean, this is where LA County has it zoned so that all trucks go back to here, or if they're going north, they go up to Castaic. And if they're going south, there's really no place to park. So don't go south if you're coming out of LA. But for the first time, I'm saying this officer did an injustice to this driver by saying he found truck stops between here in Huntington Park and here in Ontario. We're unable to find one. So that's just, I don't think we can challenge it twice. We've challenged it once, we lost, and I don't think we can go back again. Maybe you guys in the audience will know if there's another way to DataQ it again, keep going on up the chain, because I'd like to get this off the driver's record. So it's just one thing that happens to our drivers that I wish that we could challenge it and win once in a while. One of our drivers who works for Wolf Express Transport, his name is Nate. I think I'm going to ask him if he'll maybe go out and do some shots for us and kind of be our eyes and ears out on the countryside with all the other trucks. Let's ask him. Hey Nate, how's it going, man?
Hey Jack, not bad.
Hey, would you be willing to maybe let us follow along with your some of your journeys sometime, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to.
All right, cool. Just try to get some various pictures and different shots along the way.
Yeah, I could definitely do that for you.
All right, awesome. I'm sure the audience will appreciate that. Thanks.
You're very welcome. Finally getting this to the shop. I'm going to take it to our body shop and they're going to fix it for us. All right, we're ready to go. I brought you guys a cookie. It can never be said I don't share, because I do, so help yourself. And we're going to go. Eric's going to meet me up there and bring me back. And there's a lot of winding roads on it, so wish us luck. And there's a fault code on the engine, so we got to have that looked at too. Let's get going. We're going to Chickamauga, Georgia. Never heard of it. Chickamauga. And I'm going to stop here and get some fuel. Just enough to get us there. We don't need that much. So, relax a bit. I'm relaxed. All right, we made it to the pass. This massive, giant mountain pass of 500 feet. Here going to our destination to get this old red truck repaired. Great trip so far. So now we got to go down some winding roads and we'll be at our destination. Kind of an interesting Civil War monument there. I love reading that kind of stuff. There's so much history here, you know, not just from the Civil War, but a lot of the battles for the Civil War were filmed right here. Not filmed. We're filming them, but they were fought right here. This is like a truck graveyard. This has to be it. Well, let's just check in right over here and see what we have to do. It says office. Well, that's easy. They want me to park it right here next to this KW, and we can do that. She says they have a lot of people out sick, so they don't know when they can get to it.